2 days, and no one wanted to make art. There was not a single bone in our body that felt like it was worthy, capable, possible, important. And someone, I believe it was Danny, had the clarity of thought to say, this is a community that we are here for. This is a community that we can serve. At the very least, here's what we can do. And what we picked was we did a donation of all of our ticket sales, all of our box office, and all of the cash we collect in this bag. Our first charity was the Natural Resource Defense Council. Since then, thank you! Since then, we have been going for 6 seasons. Every single show supports a different nonprofit, thanks to your generosity and the generosity of the artists who are giving of their time and their talent. What you give to them is not just financial support, helping us keep this beautiful space, thanks to Frigid New York. What you give them is also feedback. We have lovely audiences here at Kraine. You're seeing new works in development. This is raw, it's live, baby. So be prepared to be supportive, tune in, lean forward. If you are an artist in the audience tonight, thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to learn more about working with Paper Kraine, I'll tell you a bit more about that at the break. But for now, please welcome a reading of Before the Flood. Thank y'all.
Dear Diary, today is Monday, May 2nd, 2011. So much is happening, like, all the time. I'm gonna fail my To Kill a Mockingbird quiz, which, like, I don't really care, but my mom said I could get Dairy Queen if I get all A's this report card. It's the last report card of middle school, so it's kind of a big deal. Everyone's talking about high school like we're already in it. It's like, hello, we still have a month left of 8th grade still. I don't know why everyone's in such a hurry to grow up. My mom took me to the mall the other day to, buy a bra. A training bra, whatever. They were half off at Dillard's and they have butterflies on them. Gross. We had to walk past Victoria's Secret to get to Dillard's, which is just like, ew. I can't believe you're allowed to have like half-naked women just up in the mall. It's like a disgrace to women everywhere. I like have to cover my eyes because it's just so offensive. I mean, they're boobs. They're like out. Every girl at school shops there now. It's like a rule that as soon as you get boobs, you have to go to Victoria's Secret. I hope I never get boobs. What use are they anyway? I'd rather have another set of teeth. Yeah. I'd rather have more teeth. My nipples, like, hurt now. It's weird. Oh yeah, Bin Laden is dead. I saw it this morning when I was eating my toaster strudel. My mom says, that motherfucker deserved to die for what he did to this country. Her words, not mine. And the Bristol Boys were spotted eating froyo at Piccadilly Circus. I think that means they're working on another album. Everyone knows they only get froyo when they're working on something new. I cannot wait. They're all I listen to. Like, literally, check my iPod. There's nothing else on here. Swear to God. On the bus, in the car on the way to church, at grandma's house, especially on the bus, there's a lot to tune out.
Check this out. Oh yeah.
Get those titties bound.
Don't say that, Joe. There's girls in here.
Can't say the word titty.
It's not like anyone here has them.
Wait till Julie shows up.
She's a hoe, dude.
Stop being so fucking gay.
I'm not gay.
You watch porn?
Every day. You're such a fucking liar.
Dude,
I watch it during third period science in Miss Kolchak. The class is so
Titty.
gay. Miss Kolchak is so gay.
I pay to see her titties bounce.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, WTF, man. She's like 40.
Hey, I like to see those raisin titties drag on the floor.
Oh.
Okay. First girl that walks through that door, Ian has to ask her out.
No way.
What if it's Julie?
Okay.
Now you gotta ask out all three.
No way, man. I'd rather get my balls in hot sauce.
I've done that before. It's not that bad.
Quiet! Take your seats. Sit down! Jake?
What?
I don't want to know what's going on over there. Come on, up front, next to Annie.
Why, Coach?
Because I said so. There's a lot going on today, and I can't deal with your shenanigans.
But Mr. Hufser, they have cooties.
If you're in the 8th grade and you still believe in cooties, I don't know what to tell you, son. And anyway, we are actually going to cover all that today. You know the drill. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need you all to be on your best behavior today because we have... Nate! I don't know what's so interesting inside your hoodie, but it can't be more important than what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't have anything.
Respectfully, sir, Coach Huff, sir, are you on drugs?
Monday morning. Can we please have some peace and quiet on a Monday morning? Thank you. As you probably know by now, in health class, the 9th week of the 4th quarter of your 8th grade year is to prepare every student for the rest of their adult life. Relationships, you're changing bodies, all that. But I'm not an expert on that.
Coach Huff is divorced.
So we bring in an expert. Everyone, please welcome Miss Spady at Mission Smart Decisions.
Thank you. Wow. I've never been greeted with applause before. Thank you, Richard, for the introduction. Before we begin, I always like to start by telling you a little bit about me. My name is Eugenia, but you can call me Miss Spady. I was born and raised right here in Northeast Ohio, Highland High School, anyone? So after high school, I graduated from John Carroll University in 2007 with a degree in religious studies. Since then, I've been working with Mission Smart Decisions to bring health education to middle schools and high schools throughout the area. My passion is especially in helping young girls feel more comfortable in their changing bodies. Outside of work, my hobbies include gardening, playing with my Shetland sheepdog Brody, and watching Grey's Anatomy. So that's a little bit about me. Now, I want to know a little bit more about you. Raise your hand if you've noticed your body change in the last year. Good. Now, raise your hand if you've lost weight. Raise your hand if you gained weight. Did you notice any changes in new places? How many of you have gotten acne? Sweatier? Smellier? Hairier? Good. I appreciate those of you who participated and were candid about the changes going on in the process. Do you find those changes scary or exciting? Sorry, that might have been too intimidating of a question. Let me phrase it another way. Do you feel ready to become young men and women?
No, God, no. My mom says I'm filling out nicely, that I'll have wide hips like the other women in our family. What if I don't want to be a woman? I want to drink blood. I like the taste of metal, like when you bite your lip by accident. It makes me feel crazy. I'd bite my own arm off. I would. I'd eat the Bristol boys. I would. Before I become a woman, I'd take their blood and smear it all over my body so that when I bleed, When that day comes, our blood can mix together. My blood with their blood.
I'm sure by now your teachers have mentioned the word puberty. Can anyone tell me what that means? Oh, you in front.
It's when a child becomes an adult. Like girls get breasts and boys get hair on their chests. What?
There's something funny over there?
No, coach, sir.
Do you have something else you'd like to add to Miss Yvette's definition? Boys! Boys, put the iPod Touch away now!
Respectfully, I don't know what iPod Touch you're talking about, sir. Coach Huff, sir.
Are you hallucinating because you're on drugs and your wife left you, sir?
Did your wife leave you because you're on drugs, sir?
See me after class. Miss Spady, I am so sorry we weren't on our best behavior for you today.
Well, tomorrow is a new day.
Indeed it is.
Y'all still coming over tonight?
Can't. My mom says I gotta finish my diorama for Soch.
Oh, shit sticks. I forgot about that. What significant event in history are you doing?
The eruption at Pompeii. Columbine.
Ooh, cool. I'm doing Princess Diana's death. Are you still gonna watch the new Bristol Boys video tonight?
Of course. I don't know. My mom blocked all of the channels except for Dr. Phil and PBS. She says it's so I don't become even more of a whore. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch the Bristol Boys again. She said that? Yeah. Found the used tampon in the trash.
The one I gave you?
Yeah. Oh.
How does being on your period make you a whore?
Something about puncturing the Lord's saran wrap? I'm not a virgin anymore.
You've never had sex!
She's saying I ruined myself. You got your period? Yeah, last month. Last month? We would have told you, except you just don't go to the bathroom as much anymore.
There's a lot more time to talk when you're fishing around up there.
Oh, what do you guys talk about? Stuff. What kind of stuff?
Just girl talk. Don't worry, you'll join the club soon enough.
Yeah, probably literally any minute now. Thanks.
Oh, that's my mom. Orthodontist appointment. Maybe McDonald's. Gotta go. Michaela, we'll go over every juicy detail of the video tomorrow.
Bye. Bye. Dear God, I can't think of anything to say to you tonight. So is it all right if I keep things brief? School is same old, same old. In health, we're doing a lesson on our changing bodies. As if there's anything good that comes of change. Anyway, tonight I think I'll pray for those kids in the Middle East and the bombs that are being dropped on them. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Ah!
I'm Jammy Dodger.
Sketchhead.
Look, Gav.
And I'm Mopsy.
The
Bristol Boys.
Just a couple of homegrown lads repping the Union Jack on the world stage.
So named by management after we discovered busting in Trafalgar Square.
No, we're not manufactured in a laboratory specializing in sexy teenage boys.
But aren't we sexy?
Girl, do you want to know a secret that we haven't told anyone?
Yes. Yes. But you have to promise not to tell anyone. I won't. I promise.
We're all secretly in love with each other.
Management likes to keep it hitting, but we all tongue kiss each other on the reg.
Duh. Oh my God.
We don't need to be public with our love for each of us to feel it.
We're very secure in our relationship.
We have to do what's best for our careers.
And what's best for our careers is to write heterosexual love songs that are marketable to an audience of teenage girls.
The world just isn't ready for a boy band that all tongue kiss each other. I'm ready. We know, Annie, and that's why we chose you to keep our secret. Do Sadie and Michaela know?
They're not ready for the truth.
They worship our image.
Not our hearts.
Oh.
You want to hear about the time we threw a pillow fight and fell asleep in the same bed?
Yeah? But since you guys told me a secret, could I maybe tell you one of mine?
Sure thing.
Oh, of course, anything.
I haven't bled yet. Well,
To quote the singer of our sophomore album, girl, you look smashing.
it's not.
You're right the way you are, love. It's not the braid in your hair or the lipstick you wear that makes you so tight, rough.
I feel like some kind of freak. 14 and I'm not even a woman yet.
Girl, there isn't a timeline for biology.
Now come on your body schedule, not society's.
Everybody's body changes differently and at different times.
What if I'm not ready to be a woman?
We're just 4 guys from Bristol.
We know nothing about being a woman.
Have you tried asking your mum?
Oh!
You're all right, love.
I think it happened.
You're supposed to know, right?
I think so. Yeah. False alarm. Damn it! Dear God, what are mosquito bites? I mean, I know what they are, but why did I hear Ian Dukakis and his friends talking about it? Why did they look over at me when they were saying it? While I have you here, what's blue waffle? I heard the guys talking about it in computer class, and I'm scared to look it up. Could you just tell me? Nothing? Okay. You can stop listening now. Amen. Or whatever. And, diary? I'm afraid. I'm afraid I'm ruined before I even started. I think something's not quite right with me. Like, there's something really, really wrong. The Bristol Boys don't even have a song about this, becoming a woman. They only write love songs. I think I'm incapable of feeling love. I think when God was deep frying his children in love batter or whatever, he skipped out on me. I couldn't tell you what it's supposed to feel like. Is it warm? Do I need to name it in order to feel it? Will I be contained by it? The only things I contain are toaster strudel and too many questions. As it is, I feel my ribcage breaking in half with the fullness of it. I might die. Before I become a woman, I'll fall over dead, I think, or disintegrate into particles so small that no one would ever see me again. Be nothing at all before I'm a woman. Yeah. Yeah. Existence is a prison.
We're gonna be on our best behavior today.
Sir,
Right,
yes,
boys?
sir.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Wow, I love that. Okay, today, we're going to be talking about relationships. What to look for in a romantic partner. What's healthy in a relationship. How to navigate your first one. How many of you have had a boyfriend or girlfriend before? You in the back. What's her name?
You're the mom.
Steve, you're the right one.
Anyone else?
Julie's not raising her hands.
Oh, which one of you is Julie?
Yeah, she's like dated half the school.
No.
What's your ideal date, Julie?
I don't know. I like them all, I guess.
Good. Good. You're right, Julie. Finding things to do with a romantic partner is important. Finding new ways to have fun. What's another fun date idea? Anyone? Yes.
Mini golf?
Good.
Oh, strike two.
Anyone else? Okay. So other date ideas could include sitting under the stars, going apple picking, sharing old photographs, listening to music, going out for ice cream. But dating isn't just going places with someone. What else is it about?
Of course.
Oh yeah. We're not there yet. Hold that thought. Anyone else? Communication. Good. What's communication? What's your mom doing when she says clean your room?
Oh, telling you what to do.
Yes, but what's her intent?
To make you feel guilty because she works 2 jobs and you don't do SHIT around the house. Says to me.
Close. She's communicating a need. She's saying, hey girlie, I noticed your room is getting messy. And in order to have a healthy body and mind, I need you to clean up after yourself. That's what communication is all about. Saying, I need this, I don't need that. In order to have a healthy relationship, you must have good communication. Yes,
I have to go to the bathroom.
you're excused. Questions on healthy communication?
What's a good age to start dating?
Oh, well, it depends on when you're ready. There's no set age. Everyone matures at their own pace. As long as you're safe and you find someone who communicates with you, that's what matters most. It's not a race. Yes.
What does it mean when a guy doesn't text back?
Well, it could mean any number of things. He could be busy, for instance.
What does it mean when, like, a guy says he likes you, like, that he wants to date you, but he asks for, pics, and then he doesn't text you back?
What?
That's strike three.
It was a tickle in my throat, Coach, I swear. Can I go to the nurse, actually?
Out of my class.
Oh, you did the right thing by saying no. That's communication in action. Just say, no, thank you, mister. Not now, not ever. Did you try that?
Yeah.
How did he respond?
Hasn't texted back.
Did you try talking to this young man in person?
No.
Well, try to be with him in person. With texting, there's no way of really knowing how the other person is feeling. Communication.
I don't know where he lives. He's my brother's friend at Cleveland State.
Oh, God.
Let's talk about holding hands. How might you ask someone if it's okay to hold their hand?
You guys, having braces sucks. I'm so glad my mom will let me get them. She says God doesn't make mistakes. I can only open my mouth this wide. See? How am I supposed to eat my Bosco sticks? If it helps, you can have my fruit snacks. I thought I was getting them off yesterday. There's no way I'm going to look hot in time for the spring fling. Oh, what are you talking about? You're totally hot.
Not with all this, I'm not. No guy wants some metal mouth by his dick.
What?
What? What?
Why would a guy's dick be in your braces?
Oh, I saw it in a video. Busty teen gives sloppy toppy at school dance. It was open on my dad's computer.
I gotta get to second period. I still don't get it.
Everyone knows spring fling is where you have your first sexual experience. It's all anyone is talking about. Weren't you on the bus this morning?
I had my headphones in.
Ugh, whatever. This Friday, start planning which guy you're going to take.
I thought we were going as a group.
Oh my God, we are. No one takes dates anymore. Find a guy who you want to go down on in the locker room. It's not that hard. Don't ruin this.
Dear God, what's sloppy toppy? I know you're really busy, but I'm afraid to Google it on the family computer. You know what? Never mind. I don't know what it is, but I know I don't want it.
You're right, Daddy. Follow your intuition.
Ah! In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen.
Just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean you have to.
You know, I've never kissed a girl.
What?
Really. I knew I wouldn't like it, so I haven't.
His first kiss was me.
My first kiss was Mopsy too.
Yeah, you know, at the end of our London Forever music video, we were all hopping in the same telephone box.
The fan fictions are true.
Knocking on each other.
That's awesome, guys. But that doesn't help the very real problem that is this Friday.
You mean the problem that wasn't a problem until Sadie told you it was a problem?
So you go out with your friends, do the Cupid Shuffle, have a couple of Shirley Temples. At TGI Fridays after. What's the big deal?
The big deal is I already don't have boobs like Julie or a heavy flow like Michaela. Now, God may have picked me last in biological dodgeball, but I get to choose what happens on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, your body and your choice and all that, but is this what you really want?
I don't see what difference it makes. Ow!
Just another sick joke.
All right. We don't have much time to waste today. Very, very important lesson from Miss Baby today. Seats. Take your seats. Now, you hear me? I want butts in seats right this minute. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What happened yesterday? I didn't see you at lunch. I went somewhere else. Where?
You in the front. Quiet. Miss Baby.
Thanks, Coach. I wanted to remind you all of what we discussed yesterday. What did we say was the number one key to a successful relationship?
Communication.
Good. Talking about your needs and wants with your partner is so important, especially early on in a relationship. I remember one of you boys in the back also brought up something very special between a man and a woman in a relationship. Does anyone remember what that was? Yes.
Sex.
Good. My ladies on the roll. Today, we'll be talking about sexual relationships. More specifically, debunking common myths about birth control methods. Does anyone know what birth control is? You over there.
Your mom's face.
Ooh, out. Back when you feel like contributing positively to the learning environment.
What are some types of birth control you've heard about?
The pill, condoms.
Spermicidal lubricant.
Good. There are some that you take, like a pill, and some that you put on or apply to your body. This might be a silly question, but what's the point of birth control?
So you don't get pregnant?
Right. And who uses it?
Anyone?
That's a common misconception. First, who are the ones who bear children? Women, right? So they're the ones who would use birth control first off. The women who use it are typically married and have had a couple of kids already. And after talking about it with their husbands, they decide, I'm done. You'll see that in the majority of cases, it's middle-aged women who are birth control users. So nothing any of you need to worry about for a long time. Yes.
Why would they take birth control if they've already had kids? Isn't the point of procreation to procreate?
Well, yes, but as you'll find out later in life, many married couples use intercourse as a way to feel close to one another. Actually, we'll cover this in depth tomorrow, actually. Yes,
My mom has condoms on her dresser.
there you go. Many married couples use condoms.
Oh, she's not married. She and dad are on a break. What did you say?
Okay, so now that we've discussed what birth control is and what it's used for, let's break down what it's not used for. What's this?
A virus.
Good catch. This is a picture of chlamydia up close.
Oh.
And this
Oh!
is what it does to your body.
Oh, got something to say? What are you teaching us? Something very important. Now be quiet. I think I'm gonna hurl. Go to the bathroom, but come back as soon as you're done.
I got a hurl too. Me too, sir.
Shut up and sit down.
And this
Oh!
is gonorrhea.
I really do have to barf, Coach.
Your friend just went. You can go when he comes back.
It's coming up now, Coach. Yeah, come.
Behave.
I think Coach is gonorrhea. Yeah. He's sensitive about it.
Okay, what do we notice about these viruses?
They're gross.
Yuck, right? What makes them gross?
Well, that guy has like pus coming out of his face.
That doesn't look healthy. Good. Can anyone tell me what chlamydia and gonorrhea have in common? They're sexually transmitted diseases. What that means is you won't get them from someone coughing or sneezing on you. But if you make hand-to-hand, hand-to-genital, mouth-to-genital, or genital-to-genital contact with another person, you are at serious risk of contracting it.
Genital. This is a question.
Yes.
So if like a homeless guy is vigorously jerking off on a park bench, and I sit down after him, do I get chlamydia?
Sexually transmitted diseases are not spread on surfaces.
You heard the lady. Go jerk off a homeless guy yourself if you want chlamydia. So mom is chlamydia.
That's enough.
I thought condoms prevented STDs too.
Thank you for bringing that up. What is your name?
Sadie.
Sadie. Now, condoms are readily available everywhere, right? You see them all the time at the gas station, at CVS. That must mean they're the real deal, right? Wrong. Did you know that the condom has a 50% effectiveness, even with perfect use? Not only that, but it doesn't even protect you against every STD. This flimsy little piece of rubber is supposed to be the barrier between you and unintended pregnancy or even sexually transmitted disease? I don't think so. That is one 50% chance I, for one, will not be taking.
My mom has STDs.
Told you so.
Any questions? Okay, before time runs out, I'd like to introduce your assignment due in class on Friday. Don't worry, you won't have to write a paper. It'll be fun. In just a minute, I want you to find a partner. Together, you're going to write a short skit about the dangers of starting your sexual experience too early. You can use any of the talking points we've discussed in class. You get extra credit if you use props.
Oh, God, this is so gay.
I'm also handing out contracts to every one of you. You can use this to help you write your skits. I want them signed and returned by Friday.
Contract?
Think of it as a pinky promise to making sound decisions for your future. Sound good? All right. We have just enough time. Did you get one? Oh, okay. We have just enough time for you to pick your partners. Start thinking about what you want to do. All right. If you have a religious exemption for this project or the end of the course, please see me out in the hallway. Thank you, Michaela.
What was that all about?
I have no idea.
She seems super weird, right?
Yeah, like so weird. So what do you want to do our project about?
Oh, I'm gonna ask Ian to be my partner.
Oh.
I'm gonna give him sloppy toppy at the dance.
Oh.
Gotta work fast before someone else gets to him. You understand, right?
Yeah, totally.
BTW, wanna wear a skirt tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay, cool. See you then.
Okay. Bye.
Hey, Annie.
Oh, hi, Julie.
Hi. Can we be partners? Lucas and Ian have been talking about my tits every day in gym, saying like they want to slap them around or something. So creepy.
So creepy.
Oh, thanks for understanding. Literally my lifesaver. So, what should we do our project on?
I have no idea.
Okay, good. Me either. What do the contracts say?
By signing this contract, I, Annie, acknowledge that I have been educated on matters relating to sexual health and relationships.
I promise to prioritize my relationships with those I love most.
I will treat my body with care.
To ensure a successful future,
I will be pressured into making life-altering decisions when I am too young.
Okay. Should we just sign it now and get it over with?
Sure.
So what should our skit be about?
I don't know. Maybe something about how to say no to a sexual encounter?
Sounds good. But how's that gonna work? We're both girls.
I could be the guy, I guess.
That makes sense. How do you want to do this?
I could say something like, hey, I know things have been getting pretty hot and heavy lately, but I just can't get enough.
Just can't get enough.
And I think I want more.
Think I want more.
We're only young once.
We're only young once.
Well, what are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for?
Oh, Julie! Yeah, that should work. And I could say something like, back off, creep. I'm saving myself for something special. And you, sweetheart, you just aren't it.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, no, wait. You know what would be so good? If I tried to kiss you and you pushed me away. You know, for the bit.
Yeah.
I'm the guy, by the way.
Oh, am I still the guy too?
What? No, forget that first part. I have a better idea. I'd be like coming on pretty strong, as a guy, of course, and you get super grossed out because in this scenario, I'm just some creepy guy instead of like, you know, Julie Fontarino.
Yeah, right.
Do you want to do it?
Do what?
Kiss me.
Uh,
Don't worry. We're not acting right now. Do you want to kiss me, Annie?
I don't know.
We won't get in trouble, I promise. It feels kind of good.
You mean you
Kissed a girl? Yeah. Swear on Katy Perry.
and liked it?
It's just like in those fan fictions.
Just like in those fan fictions.
I read them too.
You know, the one where in the dressing room before the concert,
I take off my jersey. Jumps for me.
can't forget the carrots.
Our naked bodies meshed together.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Our tongues battling for dominance.
Down
You
under.
read late at night, it keeps you awake.
While down below,
Do you touch yourself, Annie? I do it all the time.
We're so close, I can feel your hot breath.
bodies panting.
Trust me, it's okay. You can do it.
Do it.
You
can do it!
So, what do you think?
About what?
My idea. We could do a choreographed dance about condoms. You know Bristol Boys?
Of course.
We could like learn the dance to Unbreak My Heart, but instead of hearts, it's about like condoms. What rhymes with gonorrhea? Never mind, we have time to figure it out.
Sounds great.
Really? Awesome. Annie, we make such a good team.
You know the drill, people. Please rise.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
It's that time of year again. Weather's getting warmer. Spring has sprung. Many of you might feel compelled to wear less clothing. I'll take this moment to remind you of the school's dress code. Back of the book, in between Alice drills and the school lunch card info, student dress code. No student may wear any tank tops with shoulder and or bra strap exposed. Short skirts and shorter than fingertip length are not permitted. Front of the room, ladies.
Ooh, you're in trouble.
Nice skirts, ladies.
Some of them.
Yes, some of them.
Arms down.
This is seriously degrading.
You told me to wear a skirt today.
Coach, it's hot today.
You know the rules.
There's no AC.
Then wear something breathable. See these pants? They stretch. They breathe. They offer an appropriate length for the classroom without causing a distraction.
My mom says that dress codes are a human rights violation.
Julie,
Or
the rest of you girls can have a seat. Annie,
Yes, Coach?
I haven't seen you wear a skirt before.
Well, it's like Miss Spavey says, I'm becoming a woman.
Follow Julie to the principal's office. You will miss valuable parts of today's lesson until your parents can arrange to drop you off to more appropriate attire.
Damn, Annie.
Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there. Hey, cute outfit.
Thanks.
All right. Are we ready for the most important lesson of all?
I guess we're both rebels.
Yeah, I feel totally badass in a miniskirt.
It's so cute. Where'd you get it?
My neighbor died recently, so they have
Vintage.
Hey, can I ask you something?
What?
What What does it feel like to be looked at by guys all the time?
What do you mean?
To have them see you and want to date you?
I don't know. Good, I guess. Ever since I got boobs, people have been super friendly. It's like I became a member of some exclusive club. I even get free slushies at the 7-Eleven sometimes. Does that answer your question?
How do I get someone to look?
I think they look no matter what.
Julie, I thought I'd see you here. Hey, what if I was a surprise? Are you here to redeem your Taco Bell coupons with your report card?
I broke dress code.
I see. Okay, come inside. Let's see what we can do with it, Julie.
So, abstinence. What does it mean, and why is it important in our discussion of healthy relationships? Michaela.
Oh, actually, I had a question, Miss Baby. For those of us that have exemptions from the rest of the unit, what did you want us to do at this time?
Sorry, forgot to distribute the packets. Please take this, and then follow Coach Huff into the hallway. You can use this time as a study hall.
Michaela? My mom said we can't be friends anymore.
Bro, I want to be Catholic.
Abstinence. Any ideas?
When you like wait until marriage to touch genitals?
Good. And why is this important? Why do we care when you do it and who you do it with? Anyone? Marriage is a promise, right? Whether or not you prescribe to the religious aspect of it, you are sharing a lifelong union with one person. And that's special. That's not something to take lightly. We want to be the best that we can be for our partner because we love them, right?
I love you, Marcy.
I love you, little guy.
I love you, Jenny.
And I love you, Sketch.
Do you remember the last time someone close to you broke a promise?
No, but I have an example.
Go for it.
Like how Coach Huff's wife left him because he has gonorrhea, and now he's fat and ugly and takes drugs to numb the pain. That's a broken promise, right?
In a sense. Well, divorce is a broken promise. Anyone else? Okay, let's put it this way. Let's think of our body as a suitcase.
I say this is not because I'm the bad guy. Okay, I say this as an educator who has a vested interest in making sure my students can enter the real world and know how to behave within it. You girls are almost in high school. Can you believe it? High school is a whole different ballgame. The place in 8th grade is not going to find 9th grade. Do you hear me? I'm talking to you as the young ladies who are because I want you to succeed in life. Does that make sense? Good. Okay, both of you call your parents to see if they can drop off your clothes.
My mom's at work.
Mine too.
Did they see you get on the bus this morning?
I think so.
No, mine works early morning at the ER.
Okay. I'm just going to send a letter home to your parents reminding them of the school dress code and encourage them to see you often and report you tired so this doesn't happen again.
Our bodies, like a suitcase, are a vessel. We transport them to new places, new journeys. You can think of marriage, way far off in the future when you do get married, as a journey with one special person in your life. When you go on vacation to that new place, you always want space in your suitcase, right? To fill it with souvenirs and memories from your trip.
What class did you girls come from this morning?
Health.
The suitcase mission smart decisions, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, when you save yourself until marriage, you have room in that suitcase for those special memories.
I see. Okay. Federal mandates require us to report any students that are absent during the week of required sexual health. It's a lot of paperwork, and frankly, it's not fun. So we should get you back to class, and I'm just going to check the lost and found and see if we have any start logs.
What happens if we fill up our suitcase before we're ready? Before we make that special promise?
Seems to mostly winter clothes in here.
Anyone?
Thanks, principal.
Yes, Sadie.
You don't have any more room for those special memories.
Good. Okay, well, let's see what I have in here. Yep. Looks like a bunch of junk to me. So, let's say I have a bunch of sexual encounters before marriage. It's fun, so why not? They don't mean anything, right? Before you know it, my suitcase is filled up. I can't lift it. Now, what happens if on my wedding day, my husband shows up with an empty suitcase? What's he gonna think when he sees mine? He's gonna feel cheated, right? See, since you've been such an active participant today, why don't you come up here for me and you in the back?
Ian.
Ian. You get up here too. Okay, you two are now married. Congratulations.
Careful, you'll cut yourself on that thing.
Imagine all that metal on your dick.
What porn are you watching who's like with their teeth?
Shut up, fag, it's a joke.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Now, Sadie, do me a favor and try to lift that suitcase. Heavy, huh? Ian, what do you think of that suitcase?
I think it's, like, bad for the relationship.
Good. This is an example of the baggage that comes with not keeping a promise. Thanks, Sadie. Ian.
Carry baggage. I fancy so. All your emotional problems. Well, you snore in your sleep, that's your baggage.
Hey, we all have baggage. That's why I've been human.
I quite like that.
Yeah.
That's why it's important to think of our bodies as suitcases, as vessels to carry memories with space to fully give to our partner. Be kind to your bodies.
Head to the ski lift, ladies. Julie could make the abominable snowman with that move. She really could. Yeah.
Glad you could join us. And that's our bell, of course. Hey, thanks for sticking with me for this long, folks. We'll wrap this up in earnest tomorrow. Don't forget your contracts.
Yo, what is up with Michaela? She must have left a tampon in for more than 8 hours because the only explanation is that toxic shock is cutting off oxygen to her brain.
Yeah, she's like that.
She said some really nasty things about my mom, which, yeah, she's the youngest mom in the PTA, but does that all of a sudden mean I'm a bad friend? Come to my locker before second period so we can talk some sense into her. You don't think of me and my mom that way, right?
No way. Jessica's mom sticks are top notch.
You're coming?
Yeah, I'll be right there. Don't wait up.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Hey,
Hey.
it was nice hanging out with you today, Annie. Even if only for a little bit.
Yeah, it was nice hanging out with you too. You're pretty cool.
Oh, no one's ever said that to me before. I think you're cool too. You going to the dance tomorrow?
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. You going with anyone or?
Oh, my friends. What about you?
Yeah. You know, Ian Dukakis from Health, he asked me this morning on the bus. So.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. So I'll see you there. We should def meet up.
Yeah, Def. Ow!
Are you okay?
Oh,
Is it your period? Mine always starts with terrible cramps.
I don't know. I've never had one.
You've never had your period? Let's go right now. This is a momentous occasion.
Are you dumb? This is a little bird's room. We can't go in there.
Get your bangers in the mash, Jenny.
We're figments of her imagination.
I hardly identify as a bloke myself.
You're right in there, love.
She can't hear us now.
Yeah, she's positively gobsmacked by Julie.
Shocked she is.
Yeah, positively.
Anything? Do you need a pad or?
I don't know. Is it supposed to drip down like a faucet or something?
What? No. Just, do you see blood or not?
No.
Okay.
making a big deal out of nothing.
No, it's all right. Here. For when it finally happens.
Thanks. Dear Diary. I don't have much time. I'm supposed to be getting ready for the dance. Do you think maybe Julie would like this necklace? It's not a big deal. Like, if I wore it. No, never mind. It's stupid. Well, I got it at Five Below, so, like, it's no big deal. Like, if she doesn't notice it or whatever. My mom asked earlier who I was getting all dressed up for. Like, it's a dance, Mom. I'm not doing this for some boy. Doesn't she know, like, no one takes dates anymore? It's all sloppy toppy now. Maybe when she was in school, guys, like, actually courted girls or whatever. That's not how it works. Now, girls have to take control. Sadie says it's like casting a spell. When boys look at our body, they have to do whatever we want. What do I want? I want blood and guts. I want to get at least a C on my To Kill a Mockingbird quiz. I want peace in the Middle East. I want the Bristol boys to confess their true feelings for each other on live television. I want Mom to stop leaving bras wrapped up like cute little gifts on my bed. Like it's a gift, having a body, or breasts, or whatever, or existing at all. I still want more teeth.
God, the sheer testosterone in this room right now. Annie, you coming?
Here, yeah. I think they have weed hooked up in the gym. I can do all of Rasputin with my eyes closed.
You coming, Sharpie? No one's done Rasputin and given a blowy in the same night. Where's Ian?
He's,
Take your jacket.
I'm good. It's cold.
You want pizza?
Ate before I came here.
You okay if I get some?
Go for it.
Okay.
Pussy. What's up, guys? You get pizza?
We're too busy fucking bitches.
Dude, that punch goes crazy hard, bro. My eyes, the whole room's spinning.
Hey, you gonna jiggle those titties tonight?
You know, man.
That handshake is so gay.
Yeah.
Pizza?
Yeah, pizza.
He's going with her?
Oh my god, hey Emmy.
hi, Julie.
This dance is so crazy, right?
Right? It's so loud in here.
I heard they have Just Dance in the gym.
Yeah, Sadie, do you want to join?
I guess so. Hey, Julie.
Hey.
Good job, BTW, on the condom dance. It was the best skit for today, for sure.
Thanks. You were very convincing as like a human STD.
Oh my gosh. I spent forever hot gluing the puffballs to my dress. I hope I get extra credit because that class was so lame though. My mom's like protesting to the school.
No shit.
Wait, really?
Yeah, she basically thinks like they're pushing the agenda onto us at an impressionable at a young age or something. It's like a waste of taxpayer dollars, and it'd be better if they taught us nothing about sex whatsoever instead of that garbage. Her words.
Go, Jessica.
Yeah, my mom's cool. What's your mom do, Julie?
She.
Oh my god!
I can't believe I'm playing this right now! This is amazing!
Oh, I know, right? It's so sad this might be their last song together ever.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear? Rumor has it Lil God's got a girlfriend who's pregnant. They're going on hiatus while he focuses on being a dad.
No.
You're joking.
Swear on Jessica's moss sticks.
This can't be happening.
I mean, yeah, it's a huge shock, but they'll do a reunion tour. They always do. Maybe a 3D movie. Sketch is my guy anyway, so as long as he's single, we're safe.
I'm a jammy girl for sure.
Annie, you don't look so good.
Yeah, I think all that dancing just made my mom's meatloaf come up a little bit.
You look super pale.
Bathroom. Oh!
Hey! That was the last quarter piece!
Dear God, Father, Son, something, something, Holy Spirit, you boys usually come out when I'm praying. Nothing? Damn it! I mean, shit. Sorry.
I'm not looking! I just want to make sure you're okay.
Ian?
You still got the clothes on, right? Can I open?
I think they're playing Soldier Boy in the gym.
I know. It's just... You look upset. Sick even, Julie said. I dropped the last pizza on the floor. You sure you're okay?
I'm fine.
You know, I liked your dance in class.
Thanks.
The other guys, they were looking at Julie. And I was too, don't get me wrong. She's hot. She's got the biggest tits in the whole school. Sorry, breasts. But I was looking at you more.
I'm gonna listen to my iPod now.
Oh, wait! The guys have all done stuff before. Kissed with tongue, felt a girl up. Jake said he even did it with a gymnast in an elevator, which, whatever. I'm not like one of those guys. I swear, I've never even kissed a girl.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, I don't want to be with a girl just to be with one. The guys all expect me to get laid tonight, or they'll tell everyone in school I'm a faggot. I swear I'm not. I just want to date a girl. Get to know her. You know?
I think Julie's in the gym.
I don't... Fuck, you really want me to say it, Annie? I like you! But don't tell anyone I said that. You say it to anyone, you're fucking dead. I mean it! I mean it, Annie! You're something else! You don't try to be something you're not. Just rare at this school. Can I take you out to Taco Bell sometime?
We're not friends.
What are you doing later tonight?
We've never talked before. I'm surprised you even know my name. Maybe I don't want to go out with you. Maybe I just want to be alone.
Sheesh, okay. Maybe you're the fag. You're such a prude. Now I know why. You probably got the hots for Julie too. You hear me?
What?
You're just a dyke in love with Julie.
No.
Yes. You don't even look at any boys at school. You always have your headphones in. Listen to that boy band trash. You're not gonna marry them. You're not like real.
I know I'm not gonna marry the Bristol boys.
And Julie? Just when do you guys even hang out? Girls like her don't even acknowledge your existence.
They do if you talk to them about something other than their tits.
Shut up. Prove it.
Prove what?
Prove to me you're not a dyke or raging vagina for Julie.
I have nothing to prove to you.
I'll tell.
The whole school? Good luck getting them to recognize the name Annie Diluvian.
No, Julie.
Get off of me!
Go out with me, Annie!
No!
Ah! What the?
Ah!
Ah! Damn it!
You swinging your hips on the 3 or the 4 or?
Special thing. Hip thrust. Boom, boom.
Ah, I see. I could have sworn it was. 1, 2, boom, boom. How to raise special
What are
thing.
you doing right now?
You really got that special thing.
No. Why are you pulling your pants up? You're shimmying on 3, and it's screwing you up.
No, I very clearly went 1, 2.
Where's your belt?
I'm not wearing a bloody belt. It's for the look.
You look like a wanker.
Guys,
I'm not the one wearing me grand skirt.
Oh.
guys! Don't worry about that. The girl.
Bollocks.
Nothing's coming true.
Yeah, she's got her music turned way up. Music.
Reckon she had the news?
Every preteen across the pond has heard the news by now.
Well, that publicity stunt. I've never even met the girl, and I suppose I'm her baby daddy.
I'm sorry, Gav. People will forget. The Daily Mail will move on to some other side look, and everybody will forget by next week.
I won't forget. So I'm supposed to play the role of the father now. Why me?
Well.
What?
Look at you.
What's that supposed to mean?
You look like you don't use rubbers.
What?
I love you, Gav. Really do, but you dress like you think you're too big for rubbers.
And you're not. No one is.
Fucking miss.
Oh, impressive in size.
Shut
Sure.
it.
I didn't ask for all this. When I signed that contract, I set out to make music. And this music is true. This isn't music.
I know.
The world just isn't ready for us as we truly are.
I know this ain't music, and it ain't fair neither. But every song that I write about you lot.
Oh, jamming.
I do. I pour my heart out, and before I give it to the producer, instead of Mopsy, I put in some girl's name. What's a girl's name?
Megan.
Shay, not around with Megan.
She's alive. Oh, you guys came.
Of course we did, love. You need us, don't you?
Let me fix you a cover.
We're at an American school, Jamie.
Capri Sun it is.
What happened?
Same thing that happens in every young girl's life.
Your extra set of incisors are coming in nicely.
Have a look.
Oh my god. I look beautiful.
I told you, love.
In every song, we've been trying to tell you.
You're beautiful just the way you are.
I can't believe it. The blood, did it?
It happened.
Wow. I feel so warm
That would be from your first hunt.
and jittery. Oh my god.
Cheers to officially becoming a woman.
Like, officially?
All done.
No more.
But what about,
Traded in your breast for teeth, just like you asked.
and
The only blood you'll know is the blood of the hunt.
sweet. Aw, I love you guys.
We love you, Annie.
I just wish,
What?
well, that you guys weren't broken up because, you know.
Oh, Eddie. We're still very much in love with each other.
Even if we're not making music, we'll always be together. I love these guys.
You'll always have our music.
As long as you have your headphones, we'll never stop singing for you.
Annie, oh my god, you're still here.
So much crazy shit just happened. Ian ran off. He was like crying and screaming. No one knows why. He just left the dance.
Coach Huff had to break up a grind chain.
A baby was deaf conceived to party rock anthem tonight. I need to bleach my eyeballs.
How's your stomach?
Turns out it was my period.
What? This is huge. Tell us everything.
Maybe some other time.
Do you need something for it? Pad, tampon, Midol?
There should be a pad in my locker.
I'm on it.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that makes me a woman.
Totally. Spot check? You're bleeding through your gouges.
Oh.
Take my jacket. Wrap it around your waist. Coach Huff makes me do it all the time.
He's an asshole.
Yeah. Masochistic asshole. My mom says masochistic is when you hate women.
Then all guys at this school are masochists.
True that. Cute necklace.
Five Below.
Oh, I know.
Okay, I got your pad, and I've got a horde of some other stuff from my locker tube, ultra soap tampons, the big pads with wings, and I even found a menstrual cup back there. I rinsed it out already, don't worry.
Oh. I'll just take my pad.
You got it. Ugh, tonight was a total wash.
What? I had fun.
Hello? I've had my blinkers on all night and not one guy has been down for sloppy toppy.
What's sloppy toppy?
You know.
Ew.
You mean,
God, no.
oh, 'cause I heard, never mind.
Your Rasputin was the best of the whole night. Like, holy shit, a perfect score?
I practice at home. Hey, my mom said to text when you want to be picked up.
I'm ready.
We have an extra seat too.
Awesome, because I kind of lost my ride.
I'm gonna ask if we can get Taco Bell.
Taco Bell!
Anyone want to split at Crunchwrap Supreme with me?
Hell no, I'm eating the whole thing.
Thank you so much! Yes, one more time for Before the Flood! Thank you all so much for joining us. We are going to send you to an optional intermission. So before we let you know what our charity is about, our nonprofit, before we send you on your way, there is an optional talk back. You are welcome to join us to talk with the cast and crew about the development of this piece, about some of its significance, about why there are boy bands and Crunchwrap Supremes. So please stay if you are so inclined. Now, a little bit about our nonprofit for the night, Frontera Fund Rio Grande Valley. So when we started planning this, our 6th annual Femme Brulee, we wanted to focus on issues that affect specifically folks who are often told that their bodies are not their decision. We usually donate to Planned Parenthood, but in the wake of bills like SB 8 in my home state of Texas and other trigger law bills, we've elected to send our resources, including your ticket money and our split of that, to Frontera Fund, an abortion access fund serving the Rio Grande Valley in Texas. Their vision: we envision a culture in the Rio Grande Valley that supports people of all faiths and political leanings to make the reproductive decisions necessary for the lives they choose to lead without cultural or systematic shame and stigma. We see a Rio Grande Valley that thrives and offers leadership to social justice movements in Texas and beyond, having overcome the trauma already of a militarized border and fear of family separation. Their mission is to make abortion accessible in the Rio Grande Valley by providing financial and practical support regardless of immigration status, gender identity, ability, sexual orientation, race, class, age, or religious affiliation, and to build a grassroots movement organizing power at intersecting issues across the region to shift the culture of stigma. If that is, thank you for Frontera Fund. If that is something that speaks to you, that's what the bag is for. If you brought cash tonight, this is going to be up here for a 5-minute intermission. If you did not bring cash tonight and you are able, please check out fronterafundrgv.com or .org That's Frontera, Frontera, fund, Fund, rgv.org. If you'd like to work with us, we would love to work with you. Let's talk about how we can meet. We are going to be sending you on a 5-minute intermission before we have a talk back. So again, Frontera Fund, we will see you back here. It is 8:57, so I expect to see you here back no later than 9:05. All right, we'll see you in a minute. Hello, can you get the cast ready for talk back? Here to the stage. Talk back about 2 minutes, y'all. Thank you. Perfect, yes. You're around the chair. I can grab Max and Abby. Here, this is your time and your space for stuff.
She go by the way I use my conversation. Confessions. It's like
There we go. Great show, everybody. That was and it smelled like oh, it is hello, welcome back. Hi. You're looking forward to Lainey? Yes, to Lainey. Give me 1 moment. Hooray! Oh, hold on, I'm turning off the vent fans. Paul, I tried to turn them off. I did my best.
There's 3 of them.
Oh, darn it. Okay, 1 moment. Please talk about yourself.
All the way through.
I did it. I got the vent fans. Hey, everybody. Welcome back from intermission. Thank you so much for joining us. Can we hear it one more time for the cast of Before the Flood? So what you have seen tonight is a new work in development that is currently seeking new opportunities. Are you an opportunity? Hit up your cast and crew after the show. But we wanted to go ahead and start with some introductions. We're going to be giving name, pronouns, and what you did. I'll start. Hi, I'm Lizzie. My pronouns are she, her. I am one of the co-producers for Paper Kraine.
Hi, I'm Delaney. I use she or they, and I wrote the play.
Yay!
Hi, I'm Abigail. My pronouns are she, her, they, and I directed the play.
Hi, I'm Meredith. I use she, her, and I played Eugenia Spavey.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Bub. I use he, him, or they, them pronouns, and I was Annie. Woo! All right, now that you know a little bit more about us, we're gonna ask to know a lot more about y'all. One of the questions that I'm really excited about, just to start us off with something really fun. How does fan fiction enter into the world of this play? And why is fan fiction? If you grew up with it, you understand. But just give us a little bit about how fan fiction functions in the world.
Yeah, so I think especially given the time that this play is set in 2011, we were given crumbs in terms of like queer and trans representation. So that's where fan fiction really kind of filled in the gaps. And we see that with Annie's character, and who probably consumes, gay fan fiction of the Bristol Boys. So that was the main inspiration, is providing that kind of queer representation in 2011.
Okay, and just silently in your own brains, if you also were looking for crumbs of queerness on the internet in the year of our Lord 2011, just like give a shout out to whoever wrote that fan fiction for you. Thank them in retrospect. All right, let's go ahead and talk about, for anyone in the team, why this story? Why now? Bonus, why 2011?
I can start answering that.
Please,
one.
yeah.
This is something I talked to Delaney about when I first read the play, how comedy is an underutilized medium when trying to get points across. I feel like whenever someone wants to make a piece of art, they try to make it very serious, especially if there's moral to be pushed. Not that all art is like that, but dramatic comedies are so much more useful for getting points across because there's a shock value that comes from like a betrayal of trust. I think especially with this play, the switch with Ian points out so much more than like if we had a very depressing, bleak play where stuff like that happened a lot. That sort of shock value makes a greater impact, and it's a much better carrier for statements, in my opinion. So that's why I really pushed for this play to go up.
Anybody else have any thoughts on why being a part of this play now was something that you wanted to do? Yes, please.
I think why now is a really good question, because I think our voices are just now able to be heard. Like growing up in abstinence only sex ed was very traumatic, and now that we have the adult ability to share that experience, I think it's important that we do. It's important that we speak on it, and it's important that we're honest about what it did to us and what it's doing for us, as that trauma gives us the bouncing place to make art from. So.
It was interesting for me in terms of I was in middle school in the 90s. Yet when I read this, it was my middle school experience in so many ways. So much has not changed. I also experience abstinence only education, and just also how the boys behaved. I don't know if they were as vocal, and some of the language wasn't as crass in some ways, but just attitude towards females and girls trying to be bold, be brave, and not, I don't know if succeeding is the right word, but not quite knowing it all being very awkward. But just the relationships are so universal in the experience of being in middle school, junior high. That age is so universal, and I was really attracted to the idea of getting to play those moments as the adult was really interesting.
Yeah, just to dig more deeply into that, especially as y'all are accessing as actors different points in either being an adult or putting yourself back into your younger selves. Was there anything that you accessed that was either really healing or something that you want to dig more deeply into as this continues? Big question. Lots of things. But yeah, please.
It was so exciting for me to be cast as Annie, because as I was reading the sides and getting to audition, reading the script, I was relating so hard. And as a trans person, I often feel like I have to be so removed from my femininity and how I grew up being socialized as a girl. And it really gave me the tools to look back on that time with kindness towards my younger self and understanding. I think looking back on that time as like a happy transmasculine person, it's very healing to be like, you went through a lot and it's okay and you have come through it to be this person that you are now. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, that was beautiful. Oh my God. Amazing. So I have a question for anyone on the creative team. Let's talk about boy band representation. Specifically, I'm interested in the link with queerness, adolescent sexuality. Also, I love the moment that Annie mentions, you guys usually show up when I'm like praying to God. So why the boy bands? Why all of it? I love it so much.
I feel like when I was like a preteen, just kind of like in fandom culture, I wasn't actually into One Direction. Confession. Yeah, I know. But I was kind of like in those circles, you know. And I feel like it became an unexpected place for like queer people to like get into this culture, you know, especially like queer women who actually weren't attracted to men were like really into the idea of these boy bands, and it became kind of maybe like a compulsory heterosexuality, or they like thought that they were actually interested in boys because they liked, you know, Harry Styles. So that's kind of what I was trying to channel there. It's like, oh, Annie's having these conflicting feelings about sexuality and gender, and is imagining, you know, these boys.
What's funny about that is the talk or the overlap of people who convinced themselves that they were in love with One Direction, and also the people who were Larry Stylinson shippers. So Larry Stylinson was a ship between two of the members of One Direction, Louis and Harry. And it was like a few moments during interviews where they would make eye contact or touch each other or something. And it became this entire conspiracy that their production team had forbidden their romance and that they were in love with each other, that they were having an affair. So many fan fictions were made, so many Twitter stan accounts were made. And people became so enthralled with this like idea that these two members of a boy band were having a raucous affair and were having a tumultuous conflict with their producers about being able to go public with their love. And it became such a fixation for so many. And then a lot of those people who have those fixations came out a few years later.
Yeah,
Not everyone, but a lot of them.
I think also, like, someone who grew up very interested in boy bands and interested in K-pop, I think those avenues sort of gave me a new idea of what masculinity could be, because they sell them as androgynous, they're wearing makeup, they're wearing jewelry, and I was like, oh, that's something I could do, that's something I want to do. And I think it just opened up that space for it. And also, Tumblr in the 2010s was a huge spot for queer people to interact, and most of the interaction was through shipping. And even if it wasn't Larry Stylinson, it was Dan and Phil, or you know, different K-pop members, and also like Thor and
Yeah, if any of you were part or refugees from the Marvel fandoms in the 2010s, I too salute you. Amazing. So one more. Yeah, this is what I'm really interested in. So as actors or as writers and directors, what are some of the coping mechanisms that your characters use, not just to cope with puberty, but the transition from childhood to adulthood? The bottom note I wrote is, why are middle schoolers so goddamn mean? As a teacher, I wonder this all the time. But as a human, I also remember why middle schoolers are so goddamn mean. So what are some of the coping mechanisms that even adult characters use, or that younger characters use, and why, to help them figure this whole thing out?
Well, my big thing as a director is making all of my actors create what I call a headcanon. There are all sorts of like rumors and things said about characters that might be true or might not be true. A big one that we talked about a lot was Coach Huff. He's on drugs. His wife left him.
Oh no!
And something I talked to that actor about was, is he on drugs? Did his wife leave him? It's up to you. You have to make a decision. And then that informs the character. So with all of these rumors that we had, we tried to come up with a background. We tried to come up with like, oh, what does she think of this? Or what does he think of this? Did that actually happen? Why would you make that up? So having that background and making those decisions on those unknowns, that's just the director's standpoint. The character's
think it was interesting, like I said, being the adult, one of the adults in the room, and especially for Eugenia, I don't know how successful I was. I feel like I was really attempting to like have in my mind, she's a very real person. There's a reason that she's decided to be in a room with middle schoolers. And whether you as a teacher or as someone in her field makes the decision like middle school is where that is treacherous. It is treacherous. And on one level, I feel like she feels like she's ready, but I don't know that you're ever ready for that. Because I had moments when I was working on it that I'm like, what is this taking her back to? Just I tried to keep connecting with the universal feeling of like, well, I went through this, so did this character. And now she's an adult in this room trying to teach something to some students who are really respectful and that she really genuinely wants to connect with and give something to, and some who are jerks.
Yeah.
And how do you as, this nice, kind, for her Christian person coming into this room, how do you deal with that? And it really made me think about adults that choose to be in those rooms and how that's like a valiant thing to decide to do. I don't know that I could personally do it, because I think as myself, I would have wanted to throw something at one of them many times. But it is interesting that as an adult, you still go back to those places.
Yeah.
It's impossible not to.
I totally agree. And also working through rehearsals and deciding how closeted Annie is too. Like, what is it that Annie is facing at home and at school that makes it impossible for her to understand herself? And I remember growing up and being in sex ed and having to repeat a mantra that I, at that time, am a girl, not a boy. I am gonna grow breasts, and this is what it's gonna be. And I think it's such a hard time for kids, and to protect yourself, you constantly have to be building up walls that you have to unlearn later in life. And I wanted to put all of that work into Annie, where it's exciting when she has a crush on Julie. It's nerve-wracking, but also it's not something she can be open about. It's not something she's talking about. It's only something she can explore with the Bristol boys in her mind.
Yeah.
And that is very true to my experience. Just imagining really visceral moments that never happened in real life because they couldn't.
Amazing. With your permission, I have a little exercise for us, but also the audience. So anyone's welcome to participate with the events that are coming out of Uvalde today and yesterday. And as someone who teaches small humans, I would just love for us to take a minute, close your eyes if you choose, but offering specifically that compassion that we've been talking about to either the middle school version of yourself or the people that you work with, the teens, tweens, and young people in your lives. And just thinking about what you needed to hear when you were that age. Kraine would not exist without a community, and you were a part of that. And we hope that anything from here leaves this room and is able to impact you. So if you want to come back, anybody has anything they want to share that they would tell their middle school selves, please find your creative team. Is there anything you wanted to ask the audience before we wrap up for the night? Amazing. Y'all have been not only patient and supportive, you have given us an energy and a kindness that this play required. Give it up for yourselves one more time. And with that, thank you so much, the team of Before the Flood. We will be at the Grafton Bar. If you don't know where that is, we have some Kraine alums in the audience who can direct you. Please join us. We would love, love, love to see you. Come tell the cast and crew how much you loved it. Ask to work with them. Ask to support their work. That is how this work gets further. Thank you so much. We'll see you at the Grafton in a little bit. Good night.
It's that bitch o'clock, yeah, it's thick.